It is arguably the most recognizable human trait we possess, the drive to look up at the night sky and ask the biggest questions imaginable. Why are we here? What is the nature of reality? What is our ultimate purpose? But we run into a major problem. We try to unravel the universe's greatest mysteries on our evening commutes, while our bank accounts are running on fumes, our relationships are strained, and our mental health is stretched to its limit. When we try to force heavy spiritual lifting on top of a chaotic life, we rarely find the clarity we're looking for. We usually end up exhausted, overwhelmed, and even more confused than when we started. You simply cannot build a telescope on quicksand. If your daily foundation is crumbling, the energy required to search for a higher purpose is physically and mentally unavailable. This friction is exactly what a philosophy known as the Way of Poe aims to resolve. The philosophy argues that higher states of mind are not reached through willpower alone. Instead, our capacity for cosmic or spiritual insight is directly dependent on whether our most basic biological and psychological needs have been satisfied first. If we want to safely explore the stars intellectually, we must first consciously engineer a rock-solid physical reality right here on the ground. That physical groundwork relies on a specific psychological blueprint, Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Looking at this diagram, we see exactly what a human needs to function, starting at the very bottom with physiological survival, food, water, and sleep. Right above that sits safety, which means securing your physical health, your living situation, and your finances. With those immediate threats neutralized, we build upward. We require social connection and community to feel a sense of belonging, followed closely by the need for esteem, the desire for respect and accomplishment. Once those 4 core layers are stable, the pyramid is capped by self-actualization. This is the stage where we have the energy and freedom to express our creativity and fulfill our personal potential. Many treat self-actualization as the final goal of a successful life. In reality, it is the essential platform required to begin a much deeper journey. The Way of Poe builds directly on top of Maslow's work by introducing a second structure, the pyramid of knowledge. This upper structure begins with basic knowledge. We learn the hard mechanics of our world, science, history, and culture, to understand the environment we operate in. Armed with those facts, we move up to philosophical inquiry. We start asking why things work the way they do, testing different ethical frameworks to find personal meaning. That questioning naturally leads to spiritual exploration. We look beyond raw logic, seeking out experiences that connect us to forces larger than ourselves. Finally, at the very peak lies self-transcendence. The ego dissolves, leaving a profound sense of unity and oneness with the universe. There is no rigid checklist for climbing these structures. The ascent is a lifelong process of continuous learning, self-reflection, and active engagement with the world. This dual pyramid model shows that gathering knowledge is more than just collecting facts. It is a deliberate method for expanding our perspective from our individual survival to the entire universe. This perspective changes how we view spiritual growth. True insight is not found by escaping or ignoring the physical world. To reach these higher levels of understanding, you must master your physical reality first. By handling your bills, securing your shelter, and building healthy relationships, the mind is freed from the constant noise of survival. Our intellectual and spiritual pursuits are permanently tethered to the quality of our physical stability. Without a solid base, the heights remain out of reach. The Way of PoE operates as a practical, comprehensive map for navigating everyday life. When viewed through this lens, the mundane chores of daily life take on a new importance. Eating a nutritious meal, earning a steady paycheck, or sitting down to talk with a friend are the literal indispensable steps that make spiritual growth possible. By treating our physical needs with the same respect as our intellectual curiosity, we create the conditions necessary to reach our full potential. Securing personal peace is only the beginning. By ascending both pyramids, we become more capable of contributing to a more harmonious and enlightened world.